The breathtaking setting of the Monte Rosa range and the majestic aspect of the Matterhorn are entrancingly beautiful. From time immemorial, they have held mountaineers and hikers spellbound. These glacial landscapes have been around for millennia. People who enjoy and protect these glaciers have a special duty. They must ensure that development is sustainable so that future generations will also have a piece of unspoiled nature to appreciate. Sustainability is also a guiding principle for Holcim. We take responsible use of natural resources very seriously. Only those who live with nature and protect it can live from it in the long term. Holcim quarries stone to produce cement, gravel and concrete. We put a lot of effort into creating new habitats for flora and fauna in areas where we have mined. Holcim is geared up for innovation. We invest in new environmentally friendly building materials and sponsor pioneering projects such as the new Monte Rosa hut. This is the site for the rock crystal, 100 meters above the old cabane du Monte Rosa. It took 6 years to plan and a construction team has been working here since June. The new Monte Rosa hut will be a high-tech construction and a model of sustainability. It represents a collaboration between ETH Zurich and the Swiss Alpine Club SAC, supported by Holcim and other partners. The rock is hard and time is short. The construction workers install the concrete core and a series of sockets in the rock. The foundation must be in place before the onset of winter. Construction will then start next year. Today is a special day though, because the foundation stone is being laid. A helicopter brings guests to the building site, sponsors, owners and architects. 5 p.m. Meinrad Eberle from ETH Zurich opens the celebrations. Then the sponsors give their speeches.
The hut, or rather this high-tech rock crystal, meets the very highest demands in architecture, building services, engineering, energy supply and sustainability. Holcim is proud to have contributed to the success of this important structure, both by providing concrete as a building material and also by acting as a sponsor. We wish everyone involved every success in this fantastic project. Thank you.
After the speeches, the ceremony begins. Caspar Wenger carries the time capsule onto the site, and plans, contemporary documents and the sponsor's best wishes are placed in the tube. The capsule is sealed and walled up into the foundation for later generations to discover. It's a great moment for the owners and sponsors, and for Holcim too.
We invest in research. We believe this to be a visionary, absolutely pioneering project. And we also believe that it will bring great benefits for Switzerland as a center of research and for ETH and Holcim.
Glasses are then raised to the new Monte Rosa hut and the foundation stone is laid. 12 days later on the site and the concrete foundation has been completed. Now the steel construction engineers are at work assembling the steel grid, the actual foundation. The new Monte Rosa hut will then be built on the steel construction next year, using prefabricated timber sections. But before that, the long alpine winter will descend. Spring 2009. Master carpenter Egon Buhmann makes a visit and site managers and architects for the new Monte Rosa hut exchange progress reports. On his computer in the office, Bruno Schacher draws the building elements of the hut, every single one. He receives the planning data digitally from ETH Zurich. The Monte Rosa hut will be 6 stories high, built from 420 prefabricated timber elements. It will be almost self-sufficient in energy thanks to the very latest technology. Sustainability is the watchword, from construction to operation. The computer sends the data to the machine. It simulates the cut, quick check, then produces the element from Valais spruce, accurate to the millimeter. Production has been running at full speed since the beginning of March. Floor and wall elements are assembled and lined with insulation mats, and pipes are laid. Getting the materials to the building site and assembly will place heavy demands on logistics, and the weather has to cooperate. Still 4 weeks to go before construction can begin. The construction workers are optimistic.
The project is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Everyone is completely committed to the task. This is a unique project, and we are well prepared.
It's 8 o'clock in Zermatt. Egon Buhmann and his carpenters prepare for the flight to the building site. Unfortunately, it's snowing in the mountains. There's nothing to do but wait. The helicopter stays grounded. Suddenly, there's a flurry of activity. The skies above the building site have brightened. The short spell of fine weather must be made the most of. With the barest essentials in terms of materials, the carpenters fly to the site, located at almost 3,000 meters. The first day of construction can begin. Riffelboden at the Gornergrat Mountain Railway Station. Flight personnel and construction workers prepare the elements for transport by helicopter. But the building site is swathed in mist, and the helicopter is not able to fly. Then, at about 5 o'clock, the helicopter arrives. Visibility is good in the mountains. The first construction element takes to the air. But the pilot unloads the cargo again. The downdraft from the rotor increases the weight.
He says the helicopter is carrying more than a ton.
Yeah. It's okay.
We can't continue. We have to transport the elements individually if necessary.
A quick question. How are things going? Are you under time pressure?
Yes, we are actually. For most of the day we haven't been able to do anything. Now things should start moving, but they can't because the construction elements are too heavy. You can see that a rotation is limited to 420 kilos. The pilot registers almost a ton on the scales. We will now lift the elements one by one and see what the scales say. Otherwise we'll have to fly each platform individually.
In the end, the first batch of floor elements is flown up individually until night descends. The building site presents itself in early morning light. Day 2 of construction starts. Here is the star-shaped steel grid that will form the foundation for the timber construction. Yesterday, the builders cleared the site of 2 meters of snow. Today, the timber elements for the basement will be flown in and assembled. Everything must go quickly. Time is money.
It must be finished today, as we only have the big helicopter for the heavy elements tomorrow morning.
Every 9 minutes, the helicopter takes the floor elements from Riffelboden to the building site, each one weighing more than 400 kilos. Like the pieces of a jigsaw, they're fitted precisely into the steel grid. By noon, the inner circle of the floor has been laid. In the afternoon, the helicopter brings the outer floor elements. Cooperation between the carpenters, pilots and flight personnel is perfect. It's tough precision work at almost 3,000 meters. At 4 o'clock, the last of the 20 elements has been placed. Foreman Martin Bornet checks the measurements.
I have now re-measured the steel construction to check if everything is level. If the measurements are incorrect and it is not level, the elements for the upper levels may not fit.
Time to knock off. The construction workers go to their quarters in the old Monte Rosa hut. Night falls over the building site.